so I don't know. How does Google Analytics work with Flex? Do you?
It's got a plugin.
So I would say, listen. So the Flurry and App 47 maybe, out of the box, we had a junior programmer spend half a day, and I have more analytics than I've ever had in my life on anything I've ever done. It's incredible. Oh, plus they have a cloud service where they tell you the benchmark for your area. So I know I'm getting twice as many logins per day than your average social app on Android, and I know that my session lengths are twice as long as the average one. And I know what my retention rate is compared to everybody, and I know that my product is working now, and I know that my product in November wasn't working. You could never get that before for anything. It's a freaking miracle.
So the stuff from the marketplaces themselves do not offer.
Oh, you don't get that. Now you need that too. You need to know what they count the downloads and the ups and downs, which is useful, and you don't get that from Flurry necessarily. So you correlate them a little bit, but you want both. Ben.
Yeah, no, I wanted to clarify that. No, we use Flurry too. That's in Flurry, all of Flurry. I don't remember seeing that in the dashboard. Is that something new they updated?
Which piece?
You're talking about the patterns of in Flurry.
So what we did, I mean, the only thing that we have that isn't out of the box Flurry was that we went and mined every click. So, we know how many times people, we know that it counts it when Keith put that comment up.
I know Flurry added some things because I noticed the...
You know what? I just noticed it last week. It may be new.
Okay. Yeah,
check it out.
They had a cohort analysis, and that was really cool.
You have to plug in your app ID in order to get that information back. Yeah.
So I think if I've been listening to this conversation, there are a few themes that are kind of sticking out. Analytics is an important part of a marketing campaign. SEO, if you're doing anything enterprise or going after the enterprise providers, and then AdMob and ads for apps or any of the mobile ad platforms. So there's a few there that are kind of sticking out.
I would add organic push APIs out to the social networks, the Twitter and the Facebook.
And pushing APIs.
Where people using the product gets their message out, a la Zynga.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, go ahead.
Well, since we're talking about SEO, what are some insights that you can provide on doing SEO on the App Store as opposed to doing it on traditional search engines?
I don't do SEO.
Yeah. No, so I think one thing that was interesting is when the app stores were new, people were gaming it. There were the keywords and all that. I think all that stuff is gone. So you pretty much now relying on, if anything that works is the user experience. The minute they download the app, you have to provide immediate value. So I think sort of gaming the app store by changing the description. I mean, it's important to have good descriptions and all that, but it doesn't have a huge impact on downloads and stuff. As much as, say, for example, design and user experience. That's why I call it an app and all that.
Yeah, I think what Bart was saying is, you used to be able to game it. So if you want your app to show up, you would name it, Angry Bird My App. And people searching for Angry Bird, they'll see your app pop up. But that, they clean that up quite a bit now.
Mary.
When you started your companies, what percentage of the founders were technical versus which percentage were business and marketing, and how did that relationship help or hurt you?
I'll take a quick stab at it. This is my third company, so we have two founders, one more business, one more one completely technical. But I'm maybe 5% technical. So I would think you want to tend to be more technical, at least have that capability.
Time for a couple more questions, and then we're going to have to wrap it up. Mr. Sheets.
Okay, you said something earlier I want to go back to. Whether or not you're marketing to applications to users or marketing yourself for clients in the mobile market, is it better to specialize, or is it better just to have a whole bunch of applications all over the place? We're seeing apps out there. Some companies only will do one type. Apple likes to divide it between utilities and entertainment. I think you mentioned a little larger than that, but what's your reaction to that?
I could comment. Yeah, we actually debated it back and forth. I mean, I know there are companies that just do pure iPhone stuff and nothing but. We actually decided to be more broader platform. It's basically anything mobile. We wanted to be experts at it. it turns out actually we do a lot of mobile web now, so and which is all built on Ruby on Rails, responsive design basically depending on the screen size, the content changes and stuff.
I was
So
actually talking less platform and more what type of application, entertainment, utility, mobile, social media, doesn't matter, as long as you get apps in the stores, that's the most important.
yeah, so we decided to go broad. I think you have to just pick, and then it's sort of market driven as well. If we were doing all pure healthcare or pure publishing or something like that, and that's where we got traction, we would have just stuck to that. But so the traction where we got was multi-platform and broader across industry.
So our strategy was actually build one app, build a big platform behind it, and try and be the next world-striding social networking platform, right? So far, hasn't worked out that way yet. Keeping our fingers crossed. Did you download it yet? No, but I happen to have market intelligence. One of the other companies that's in our space, a company called Trapster. You guys might be familiar with it. So Trapster is like this it's got 6 million users, and they just got sold. It's a great company, great story, got great PR. Their strategy was he did 10 apps, and he got them all out as fast as he could, and then he supported the one that got the best traffic. And that's I may try that next time.
Was that the speed? Is that the speed trap?
Yes.
One?
Yeah, and he didn't even, he didn't expect it to work. Like, that wasn't the one he thought would take off. It wasn't his favorite.
When I started Mobomo, actually, I was competing with them.
It's got a great name, though.
Exactly.
Trapster rhymes with Napster. I mean, not a bad way to go. Right. Anybody checks out the most recent Forbes spread with founder of Sean Parker. Yeah, in his $20 million spread. Nice job, Sean. Okay, so the theme of the night was marketing priorities. So tomorrow, when you go to work, what is your top priority relative to marketing? Jim from App 47.
What's your company, Jim? App 47. Jim Casey, App 47.
Yes.
Well, we're planning something that's going to be, after the Super Bowl Monday. Come in, check app47.com. We're working on something very disruptive to the industry. So that's what I'm working on tomorrow, quite frankly, and I wish I could tell you more. But
Sweet.
February, I think 6th, the Monday after the Super Bowl. It should be pretty cool.
Will it involve a wardrobe malfunction?
We talked about that.
Plus Chris.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, that's exciting. So you've got something big that you've got in the works.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's what I'm working on tomorrow.
Okay. Terry, priority tomorrow when you go to work, marketing.
We're actually in the process of updating our website to be a little bit more developer friendly.
Okay. Communicate with the developers through the web.
So, and like I said earlier, the product is the marketing with Sponto. So we've got a release coming up, our national release in mid-February. We're going to launch at the DC Tech Meetup. We've got to kill that release.
How many have downloaded it tonight? Come on. How many we got? How many
Awesome.
we got?
Thank
We
you.
got 1,
Thank
2,
you
3,
very
4, 5,
much.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 12? 12 downloads tonight?
So my biggest priority will be if you will email me at jamie@sponto.com or tweet me at Sponto Inc. or at Jamie Harvey, is listening to your feedback and making sure I get this next release, those things fixed so that it will have a great user experience so that we'll be successful. That's all I'm focused on.
Nail the app.
Nail
Priority for marketing. Barg, what's your marketing priority?
South by Southwest, I think that's going to be big, and also I just want to do a lot of local events here.
Sweet. Come to MoDev UX.
Question for Bart. You have a lot of contracts. Do you do any pro bono for charity work? Do you do any development for nonprofits, things like that?
We did some. It depends on the cause and all that. So we did one for Dalai Lama, for example. So.
One for Dalai Lama?
Yeah.
The Lama's got an app?
There's a social network for doing good back in the day. And then
Nice. I'm enlightened. Duncan, one quick. What do you got?
It occurs to me there's a deafening silence about Windows Mobile 7. Is anybody here doing anything on the Windows Mobile platform? Or any plans to?
Nope.
I went to Tyson's Corner and there's a there's a Microsoft store now, and they're pushing it real hard, and it just, it strikes, I'm shocked they haven't gotten any traction at all.
I think everyone's ready.
Yeah, I do hear that the new devices they're coming out with from Nokia are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, the devices are sexy today, they make a great
Right.
demo.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
I think that the guys that aren't Android and iPhone essentially are going to have to compete through HTML5. I mean, like at the end of the day,
Right.
and they can compete that way. It's not like they.
I mean, they are ahead of BlackBerry. I guess that's not saying much.
And also,
BlackBerry needs a
I don't know.
browser.
I don't know if they are. I don't know what the metrics are.
They're not.
No, they're not.
It can appear that way, but a lot of metrics merge the old Windows mobile devices with the Windows phone devices.
Right.
So you can't count, they're totally different.
Right.
The UI kicks ass.
It's very
Yeah.
sexy.
Yeah, and it really works, but they're facing an uphill battle because the market that will buy it is the people moving from feature phones. And the people moving from feature phones don't know enough to look around and they just buy iPhones. But I think Nokia coming in with their marketing push could make a difference.
yeah, I mean, what I noticed, I was in London and India over the holidays and stuff, and I saw a lot of billboards for Windows phones. I didn't see much for Android or iPhone. So they might have bigger traction where there's cheaper phones are necessary.
And they've got channel strength in Europe too with the Nokia.
And they've got the European app development community who will then bring their apps. And the question is, will the US app developers be able to jump on fast enough before all the apps are European based?
You're with Amtrak, right?
Yes.
Do you all have a Windows app?
For Windows Phone?
Yeah.
Not today.
Is it on your roadmap?
Perhaps.
It's also the same thing, perhaps, right? Everyone's waiting.
And that's the situation, I think, across the board.
So he's from Andrak, and yes, he's on the Windows train. Sorry. All right. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap this up.